Hi friends, I am going to give you information on how to get registered as a valuer under Income Tax Act and get recognized as government approved valuer. Because many students coming to me and they ask, what is the procedure to become a valuer? What is that we need to have? What qualification? What subject knowledge? So I wanted to cover this in the form of a video to help this student fraternity. Now, what is the background history? The Wealth Tax Rules 1957 came into force first day of April 1957. In this act, Section 8A mentions qualifications of a registered valuer as given for the purpose of subsection 2 of section 34AB. So, we will see the qualifications required to register as a valuer. A valuer of immovable property other than agricultural lands, plantations, forests, mines and quarries shall have the following qualifications. He must be a graduate in civil engineering, architecture or town planning of a recognized university. He must be a postgraduate in valuation of real estate from a recognized university. He must possess a qualification recognized by the central government for recruitment to superior services or posts under central government in the field of civil engineering or architecture or town planning. Secondly, he must be a person formally employed in a post under government as a gazetted officer or in a post with prescribed salary limits. They have prescribed that salary and 10 years service experience but presently retired or resigned, or as a professor, reader or a lecturer in university, college who should be presently retired or resigned after 10 years service and taught subjects on valuation like quantity surveying, building construction, architecture or town planning, etc. Or he must be in practice as a consulting engineer, valuer of a real estate, surveyor or an architect for a period of not less than 10 years and must have acquired experience in any of the following 4 fields. Which are those 4 fields? Valuation of buildings and urban lands, or quantity surveying in buildings construction, or architectural or structural designing of a building, or town planning, or construction of buildings or development of land. And his gross receipt is also mentioned there. What should be, how much it should be in the last 3 of any of the 5 preceding years. For post-graduation degree in valuation of real estate from a recognized university, instead of 10 years, only 2 years experience is sufficient. They have also mentioned qualification required for other category of assets like agricultural lands, valuer of coffee plantations, tea plantations, rubber plantations, valuer of forest, valuer of mines and quarries, valuer of stocks, shares, debentures, securities, etc., valuer for plant and machinery, where our mechanical graduates can join, valuer for jewelry, valuer for works of art, valuer for life interest and reversions, etc. They have also specified something which can disqualify you from registration. Like if the person is dismissed or removed from government service, convicted of an offence, undischarged insolvent, convicted of an offence and sentenced to imprisonment, if anybody found guilty of misconduct in his professional capacity, these people will not able to register. Now, application for registration as valuer under section 34AB shall be in form N, that form N is available, and shall be accompanied with a fee of rupees 1000 which is non-refundable along with the application. They have also mentioned scale of fees to be charged by registered valuer. Like for example, on the first rupees 50,000 of the asset as valued, 0.5% of the value. On next rupees 1 lakh of the asset as valued, 1/4% of the value. And on the balance of the asset as valued, 1/8% of the value. Where 2 or more assets are required to be valued by a registered valuer at the instance of an assessee, all such assets shall be deemed to constitute a single asset for the purpose of calculating fees payable to such registered valuer. The report of valuation by a registered valuer in respect of any asset shall be in the form as specified in the Act. So, for immovable property other than agricultural land, plantation, forests, mines and quarries, it is form O1. Now this is displayed for your reference in this video. Application for registration as a valuer under section 34AB of the VAT Tax Act 1957 is also displayed. It is form N. So this is displayed for your reference in this video. I think I am able to give you in brief the requirements to become government approved valuer. Hope this will find useful to you to start your journey as a valuer. For more such interesting videos, please like, share and subscribe my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon for latest video updates and notifications. Thank you for watching.